The most toxic expectation women have of men, expecting him to relate to feelings the way a woman does. Men have a completely different relationship to feelings than women. They don't trust feelings. They trust facts. It's not how men operate. For a man, it's more about what he values, what he stands for, what facts.
See, what we do, we evaluate and assess the situation as we gather and receive information. We trust what we see and what we can prove. We don't go by all that feeling. Look, when a woman get caught cheating, the first thing out their mouth is, I can explain. I can explain. You ever notice that? They can always explain. Okay, please. I wish one day or one time somebody would record a woman saying to her man, I can explain what I'm doing here. Okay, please go ahead and explain. Please explain it. To see what would be the next thing out of their mouths. Got to be silence, because there is like a defense mechanism. I can explain. Okay, please do explain. We trust our gut. We go with the facts that we could prove, and we go with, visual scenarios or situations. We don't just go with feelings. We don't actually do with feelings. But women expect us to operate the way they operate. The way they feel, they act a certain way when they don't want to, when they feel like you did something to them, or you ain't treat them good enough, or you ain't do this, you ain't pamper them good enough, all this other crap. But they forget all the other things that you're doing for them, how you take care of them, you protect them, you pay their bills, you do this, you do that for them. They forget all of that. You could do 99 things for them, but let you neglect that one thing, suddenly you're the worst person in the world. They're all uproar with their stupid feelings. That's how some of these brute beasts be.
He trusts. So instead of asking a man how he feels about something, ask him what he thinks. You can learn a lot more about a man if you ask what he thinks rather than what he feels, because he can relate to that word.
Fellas, if your lady has done this to you, then you're getting played. Tune in. If the last time you heard from your significant other the night before was around 8 or 7 o'clock and you don't hear from her until about 12 or 1 o'clock, then you're getting played. If she doesn't call you until about 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. the next day, that means the nigga that she was just with has left. That means it's time for checkout, either in the hotel that they were staying in, and now they gotta get their stuff together, and now she split ways, or the nigga woke up, he slept in, he's like, it's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, alright, it's time for me to go, I overstayed here.
That's for all of you overwhelmingly good dudes. That's what's happening to y'all. What she's saying is actual facts. She's giving y'all truth. These bras, these brute beasts, these filths are actually doing that. They got about 3 to 4 different dudes. They got the payment dude. They got the, blow my back dude. They got the dude that wine and dine them. And then they got the guy that just, she can lean on his shoulder when she's feeling or when she's hurt or whatever. They got about 3 to 4 or 5 different dudes. But yet you're the one that she's talking about, though, the one that's home paying all her bills, and you're the good dude. You make sure everything is in order. You're responsible. You hold a job. You bring the finance, all of that. Yeah, that's who she's talking about. Wake up.
It's time for me to get up and leave. So you're getting played. A lot of women want to play that slick shit game where, sorry I missed your call, I was asleep the night before, and they try to call you around 12 or 1 o'clock to make it seem like they just woke up. Nah, they've been up since about 9 o'clock getting their back blown out by the other nigga who's an asshole.
Why do we as women blame men for the decisions that we make? What I mean by this question is we will hook up with a guy for frivolous reasons and attractions based on his looks or his financial status. And then we'll roll into that relationship thinking those qualities are going to keep or sustain the relationship. We will not look at the man's character, how he treats his mother, how he treats other women, how he treats us as women, how he handles his finances, how he resolves conflict, or how he is around crowds, his communication style, or his love language before we get into the relationship. And then we find ourselves complaining and lumping all men as no good men.
They have to say that because they refuse to be accountable for anything. We all know that, but the simple fact is that some of these dudes are giving them passes. They're allowing them to do that, and that's where the problem begins. Men got to stop simping. They got to stop doing all these stupidity actions such as OnlyFans. If men would just get some balls about themselves, man, OnlyFans would be shut down. A lot of these bros would be brought back down to earth, and they would be off their high horses. Men got to stop simping on taking these broads out for $500 first dates. What the hell? That ain't never supposed to happen. You spent money like that on your significant other, your woman, your wife, not no doggone hoe. Some 3 or 4 walking the streets. You shut that down, all right?
I'm not gonna walk out where my goods are, the things that my man, he looks at and men look at, and I'm not gonna go out like that.
Because you respect your man.
I respect myself. I respect my man, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like I'm in a relationship. So why the fuck would I go out looking for a man's attention? I'm not gonna hold you. I already think I'm.
What would you say to a girl that says that your man's insecure? You should be able to do what you want. What's your response?
Go and go suck them blood clot, mama pussy hole. Cause me not have time for that. Me go and go lay pan me man cocky, and you don't go lay pan me man cocky.